We're live. So I thought I'd come on here and do some bolage and some cartage and see who shows up. See what energies come about. And I will say something new with YouTube is this whole is it child appropriate stuff. And as I was trying to come on live, it asked me, do you want this to be kid appropriate? And I'm like, well, I don't want to exclude anyone from Gnosis, so like, yeah, I'll select that. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, if you want that, then there's no live chat uh, or anything like that. Censorship, the censorship out here, and pay close attention why this is. Could it be that the energy is coming into a lot of the youth that's needing to be cold and filtered? It's really petty. It's really fucking pathetic, and you're just trying to. You think that you're trying to cover your own asses, but in actuality, you're just a fucking cog in the wheel of the system, of the bullshit scripts that you cannot help but go along with. You're not protecting the kids or anyone by censoring or filtering or choosing for them. I'm constantly on people about allowing their kids to learn for themselves. I'm like, they're gonna have to do it one day, right? So guide them into learning for themselves. So we had one person come and go. That's interesting. I was curious if the webs and the interweaving was going to even allow anyone or even allow a connection to happen. Hey, Amanda. It, it says on my end that no one is here, but I'm glad that you made it. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance, I feel, right now happening. Yes, yes. So, would you like a card, Amanda? And if so, do you want one from the tarot or from the oracle deck? And it's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, I know, right? Shit's gone cray cray lately. It's interesting. Navigating these influences and the things we find ourselves swimming within. What's up, Stella Williams? I've never seen you before. Okay, first I'm gonna draw a card for Amanda, and then Stella, you can ask a question, and I will draw you a card, and that will be your answer. So hang tight, if you will. I don't know if I've ever drawn this card before. That's pretty cool. So let's see. All right, keywords. Using darkness to empower yourself. Watchfulness. Watchfulness. Trickster behavior. Right? Many cultures view the raven as a supernatural messenger. The Norse associated the raven with Odin, the ruler of the gods. Every day, Odin sent two ravens, Hugin thought and Munin memory, to fly about the earth as his spies. Yet many cultures see the raven as an ominous symbol of death and misfortune. The Celtic war goddess Morrigan was believed to circle over battlefields in the form of a raven. More positively, the native peoples of the Pacific Northwest think of the raven as a creator spirit who also functions as a trickster. One legend tells how Raven tricks a sky chief to bring light to this world. So, like, this is the same concept as like Loki. This chief treasured two things: his cedar box which contained the moon and the sun and his beautiful daughter. Clever Raven arranged to be reborn as the daughter's baby, knowing the chief wouldn't be able to resist his own grandson. Baby Raven cried and cried for the precious box until the Sky Chief gave in, thus bringing light from darkness. When the Raven card appears, take it as an invitation to get comfortable with your darker side. How can you use it to reach your goals? That was really fucking cool. That was groovy. So I appreciate that. Thank you for allowing that to come forth. And, you know, like we be out here fucking saying, not necessarily preaching, but a lot of times preaching to the choir. We're not light workers. We're full spectrum. So you have to engage the darkness. You have to dive into the dark aspects of yourself and bring light into that. That was cool. I know, I remember that. That's fucking crazy. Okay, so is Stella still there? If Stella Williams is still there, I'll draw a card for that person. If not, I'll just draw a card. Yes, it's absolutely not necessarily just embrace the darkness, but transcend the darkness, transmute. And it's not necessarily something to leave behind. It's an integration. This is an integration process that we're going through, that we're all a part of. Integrating the darker, the darkened aspects of self. Being our own shamans. Yes, sometimes seeking guidance without, and maybe shamanic advice or practices from people who know, who have been, but ultimately becoming our own shamans, becoming our own alchemists, our own orchestrators and conductors and navigators in all the many realms, realizing what we have access to. And a big part of that is spending time in the dark. And by dark, you know, this can also mean stillness, meditation, spending time with ourselves, just alone, contemplating. Divine contemplation is where it's at. Exactly. That was really cool, that whole process of making that and finding the Terrence clip that I finally chose, just like soaking in the Terrence McKenna that led up to what I finally did choose. And then what I did choose was like, what the fuck? How perfect is that? that was fantastic. And then the music was a whole nother layer, and it took a while to find not necessarily the right music, but like just finally like, okay, that's good enough. It's true enough is another thing that Terrence McKenna said in one of the videos that I found of his. It's true enough. So evidently, there's no one left but me and you, Amanda. So that's good, dude. I feel like a lot of people are having me days, are having their personal care days, and that's absolutely necessary and beautiful to do for ourselves. And a lot of times, with a lot of us, and you probably know what I'm talking about here, we don't really do it enough. It's just like feeling like a deserving thing as well. Yeah, dude. I'm overdue for that stuff. Faux show. So I'm gonna do one more card here, unless someone else shows up. Which this is interesting because I was wondering, first of all, connectivity wise, and also just what energies would come about. So this one's gonna be for Skyhopper. It's gonna be from the World Spirit Tarot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good shite. And I say for Sky, oh, Junie. Okay, I will pull a card for Junie before I leave. And I say for Skyhopper, but oddly enough, I had Danny Skylark pop up as I was shuffling, and so hmm, hmm, fertility, a golden pentacle encircled by a garland of morning glories, hangs above a meadow. The beauty of summer is illuminated by both the waning moon and the full sun. The ancient yoni, symbol of birth, serves as a gateway to the forces described by this card. The Ace of Pentacles begins the magical journey through the element of earth. Precognitions. Pentacles represent the material realm, money, possessions, home, the body, and nature. Like the dark loom of the earth, this card represents fertile ground back into the darkness and making that fertile, planting the seeds. Seeds planted into it will grow into lasting achievements. Health, wealth, and comfort can be yours, for the Ace of Pentacles offers a path for your ideas to manifest into physical reality. Ground your ambitions into practical matters and prepare for prosperity as a vote of confidence from the universe. if a business or work opportunity is presenting itself, it promises to be a success. The ace also invites you to contemplate the fundamental lesson of its suit, that what is most sacred and magical can be found within ourselves, in the very objects of the earth. You are called to see the divine in everyday life, in the pouring of tea at home, as much as in the pouring of wine at the altar. You will be rewarded not only with material abundance, but also with an inner richness, a true prosperity of the soul. Shit, that's fucking great, dude. Danny is like so much, like, whew. It's really fucking beautiful that she's sharing so much that she is, considering so much that she has gone through, is going through, and just I just want to give a shout out to Danny Skylark. Like, sharing your heart is helping so many of us open up our hearts. So much, dude. Like, you're doing so much, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, Junie, do you want a tarot card or an oracle card? I have time for one or two more. So let me know. Also, let me know if my connection goes out, because that's I'm reaching upon the 30-minute mark where they tell me that it's too much and they gotta shut it down. Shut it down. Tarot it is. Good call, Junie. Good call. Okay. The shuffle also reveals so much to me, like whenever I'm shuffling for other people. Pentacles again. Keep it coming with the pentacles. I like it. But I've been vibing the pentacles. Shout. So we had the ace, and now we have ooh, that's not the one. The 5. Uh-oh. That's interesting. I mean, that's very much you know, the weather right now. 5 of Pentacles, hardship, which isn't necessarily to be taken as like a negative card or anything like that. It's just, you know, going through stuff, integrations. A shivering figure huddles in the doorway of a fancy church or home. The freezing wind piles snow up the steps as icicles form on the sills. A stained glass window casts a warm glow onto the snow. Through the barred glass of the great oak door, another person can be seen. Times are hard for many. When isn't that the case? You may be homeless, jobless, or suffering from illness. Which the illness thing I've been noticing, it's very interesting. I've been noticing certain types of people having certain types of illnesses, especially when it comes to the throat and the voice lately. And it's very interesting. Financial stress may be causing terrible anxiety. It may seem like your troubles have been around for so long that they'll never end. Misjudging the reliability of others. That's I need to hear that. Including institutions of church or state. So this is the inner work we're talking about. May have left you out in the cold, grappling with an understandable collapse of faith in society. Huh? Right? This is collective shit now. Whoever let you down. It's now is not the time to try to heal rifts in relationships. Ooh. Or to look for outside assistance. You have to draw on your own resources to make it through. I mean, I just feel like that was a great card for a lot of us right now. As just a reminder of, continuing to go within and to refine this process and understand what's really going on, what it's really all about, people. And reclaiming what is inside, what has always been there. So that was cool. Yup. Pretty much. So many changes and shifts that are happening, and it's very, very interesting to see and bear witness to how people choose to respond to it, choose to acknowledge it or ignore it. Some people acknowledge it, but it's just like, oh hey, another weird thing, and it's like, bro, come on. How many times are you saying this? Weird thing after weird thing constantly happening. What do you think is really happening? The changing, the shifting, the transmuting is being felt and observed. It's observable by a lot of people now. But the understanding isn't quite there yet. 2020 vision, yo. I mean, in the year thing doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. it's just the cultivation that's happening, and finally the sprouting that's becoming more and more felt and manifested with people. And it's not a year thing. It's a feeling thing. It's a thing of it's a thing of beauty, but it's also a thing of time, in the sense that it took a little bit of time and patience to emit this on a level that enough could integrate back into the mama and the papa and feel the love again in the earth mama, so that the call is sent out, that enough of us are awakening and remembering that we can go ahead and have this another layer of integration happen collectively. And so that's what we're going through right now, in integration and in a purge. This is a shamanic happening that's happening, people. It's happening, people. And so don't get caught up in the purge. Like, let that fucking shit go. Let the shit go, but do take the piss. Alright, if you catch my drift. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just about to end it. Ziggs, my dude, what is up? All right, I'll do one more card here. Do you want a tarot card or an oracle card? It's up to you. It's always up to you. You're always the chooser and the creator. Yeah, man. It's always good. It's always good. No, you do know. You fucking know, dude. We all know. We just keep. Oh, we just. I think that's it. Yes, I love that everyone's doing the tarot. Ah, hell yeah. Because I've been doing the oracle card for the deck for my videos. So tarot is where it's at. Gotta make this one quick. Ooh. Yup. That one is that one's gonna be nice. This is you're the third fucking pentacle, Ziggs. This is beautiful. So this is all about the pentacles today. Yeah, there it is. And once again, every fucking card has a significant understandings for me. That is like the exact representation of like the deepest love that I've had in this life. That's pretty much the exact image of her. What the fuck? Balance. A solid figure balances on rock while juggling two pentacles. The slickness of the stones does not disturb her steady rhythm. Though the sea is dark, the lighthouse provides clarity. What the fuck, dude? Her expression is sly as she peers over her spectacles at the pentacles in her hands. This is hilarious shit. The Two of Pentacles marks the search for equilibrium during a very busy time. You are juggling a life full of projects and commitments, trying to find the resources to support them all. Your life is a balancing act between worldly affairs and inner challenges. And like I've been watching your videos, dude, so this is like fucking yup. Responsibilities and having fun. The juggler's trick is to maintain grace, gaiety, and adaptability in the midst of change. This is just a fucking reminder for the shit that you know is going on. She shows you how to combine outer achievements with inner growth, allowing one to feed the other. Ooh, there it is. If you can manage to keep up your present commitments, this is an excellent time to begin new projects. Money and energy are available for those endeavors, but you will need to take a few risks and make full use of your talents. Even if your hands are full, you have the opportunity to learn to see the sacredness in daily tasks and develop spiritually through work and play. Wow, that just fucking hit home for me, bro. All those fucking pinnacles. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you. Thank you all for that. Oh, fuck yes. That's badass. Confirmation for all of us, I think. Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, as per usual, I'm not going to be able to draw for everyone. Joy Diallo? Are you supposed to be Diablo? Joy Diallo. I will draw a card for you next time. Even if you don't show up for the next one, I will draw a card for you. And Stella as well. Stella Williams. But for now, it is time for me to emit in other areas and avenues. So thank you all. And peace.